Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 118 and today I want to start things off by flying with the Elytra. But I can't because the lag on the server is so bad. Did you just see that? My Elytra activated while I was on the floor. And they're still doing it. Alright, okay, so by the look of things, we can't really make too much use of the new rockets that we have in the latest snapshot, which is a massive shame because these things are absolutely amazing. But yeah, the lag over the past couple days has just been, well, it's just been all over the place. You've seen me and Iskal, we've been having like the main problems right here. I don't know what it is. It's not my end. I can connect to websites absolutely fine. I can connect to other Minecraft servers perfectly okay. Just Hermitcraft. Hermitcraft seems to be killing me at this point in time. But one thing that I really want to do is I want to check out the store. Now here's the thing. I do regret making a parkour entrance up into this thing because with the lag that I'm facing, it's quite difficult to make all of the jumps. But let's see if anyone has bought any fireworks. It's building suspense. It's building suspense. Alright, now this is just taking too long. Whoa! Yes! We have sold all of them! Right! We need to head out! We need to get more! Let's go! Just letting you guys know, I've found the perfect way to launch with the Elytra. It is quite simply by jumping into the water, and then you can take off straight from there. These are the best things ever! Now that I've finally... Oh my word, I've disappeared. What's going on? Oh, he seems to be travelling off into the distance as well. I'm still getting the boost. Guys. Maybe today isn't a good day for Hermitcraft episodes. I can imagine this would just really hurt. Can you imagine the pain? Why is the world unloading behind me? Oh, blimey. Oh, what the heck? What the... Oh my word. Somebody please send help. Somebody please send help. Somebody please send help. Okay, things have gone very wrong. I have ended up underneath the world. What do I do, guys? Rocket boost, rocket boost, rocket boost. Okay. Well, I guess there is a chance that this could be it for me. I managed to save myself by doing a quick relog. Apparently, that was just my visual position that was putting me right the way under the void like that. But still, that was a tiny bit scary. Anyway, I am now in the process of crafting up some brand spanking new fireworks. As you can see, these things are ridiculously cheap. And what I want to do is I want to use all of the gunpowder that I have. I'm going to be using all of the gunpowder from my storage system up at the top there to craft the fireworks because clearly these things are worth quite a lot of money. Right, so far I have managed to get this many fireworks there. Then we have got one shulker box with the other set of fireworks. So that's one double chest. And then we have another shulker box inside my inventory with another half of a double chest. Now, I don't actually know if I'm going to have quite enough to do the other double chest over here. So we still need to do half of this one and then this full double chest over here. And then if someone buys all of these, we will be rolling in the diamonds. So I'm going to check up on my gunpowder supplies and we will see if we can make that investment. Sadly, I did not have much gunpowder in my system. So unfortunately, we only managed to get around about this many fireworks left. Now I have to be really, really careful when I fly in here to not crash. That was pretty good. Okay, so that one's filled. That one is half filled, so I guess I should probably half fill this one. And yeah, that's pretty pathetic. Those are the ones that I'm going to be using for today's episode. So we are definitely going to have to add to this stockpiling right here by doing an AFK session much later in the episode. But for now, we are going to be popping back over to the industrial district because there is some important item transportation systems that we really need to fix up. Because right now, everything is overflowing. So as you guys know, the industrial district is sort of struggling just a tiny bit in that we have too many items now. We've got too many items flowing through all of the item transportation systems, which means that unfortunately our item elevators, they just can't keep up. So what I've decided to do is I've created this triple stacked smart item elevator system. Now here we've got ourselves a dropper, we've got ourselves another dropper right there, and another dropper down at the bottom, and then we have 3 independent hopper lines running into each one of them, and all of these have their own independent redstone clocks as well. Which means that if we run a water stream across the top of these hoppers, obviously the items will drop down into each of the different hoppers, depending on how many items are on the inside. And what we can do is we can like fill this thing up. We've got 3 stacks just going straight in, and that means that all sets of droppers will kick into action and they will all be sending the items to the top, which means we basically have a triple speed item elevator. That's the plan. That's what we're going to be building on the Hermitcraft server. Seems like a pretty good idea to me. I don't seem to be able to load the world now. Alright, just doing the final few bits of redstone here for our item elevator. So we need that, and then that, and that redstone should run into the side of that comparator. There we go, we've got ourselves a redstone clock, and then let's just run our wood around here. I know it's not the prettiest redstone build I've ever done, but there we go. We now have items traveling up, and oh my word. Okay, so obviously I was working on that for around about 2 or 3 minutes, and clearly clearly that was 2 or 3 minutes too long. But now what we have to do is we need to connect up the hoppers. So I'm going to place hoppers going across like this, and I guess the ones on this side can go into the bottom hopper. So these will predominantly be the drops from the sugarcane farm. So the sugarcane farm is essentially getting its own dropper right here. So let's just quickly break some blocks, do some jumping, and there we go. So we now have those hoppers there. And then for this side, we're going to have to pop down to the bottom, take out some blocks, and we're going to hook this one up into the middle. The system seems to be working quite nicely. Some of the items get picked up by the first one, some of them scoot across and make it into the second one. Obviously, most of the load is going to be done by that one, but it's good to know that we have this backup hopper here, and the same thing is going to go for this side. I'm assuming a lot of the sugarcane drops are going to go into this hopper, but some of them are going to end up in this hopper, which means that we have that buffer. Awesome. Let's do this for all of the other item elevators in the system. I seem to be constantly getting lost. I honestly can't work my way through here. So, yes, the items flow in through there. So I need to... Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is like the main water stream. This is where pretty much all of the items flow through. And you can see they're just blasting through right now. Okay. I was a little bit worried that our main item elevator, the hoppers up at the top, wouldn't be able to keep up with the items. But right now, it seems to be being okay. We have got some items being backed up, and I guess I am picking up quite a large number of them. But for the most part, it seems like the hoppers are clearing themselves out pretty nicely. You can see, look, all of the items are traveling away from that one, and now they're completely clear. So I think for the time being, I'm just going to leave the top section as a hopper system that cycles around all of the items. If things do get bad and things seem to be overflowing, then we'll have to add in a water system, which will be really quite complicated and a little bit confusing to build. So fingers crossed I don't have to do that one. But for now, we're going to be popping up to the top of the base. I'm going to go AFK overnight, and I'm going to see how much gunpowder I can get, because I want to sell as many fireworks as possible. But before I do that, there's actually a few things that I really want to do. Number one is I want to remove a bunch of items from these hoppers right here. The cycle between the two, it just takes way too long. So hopefully that should speed things up just a tiny bit. And also, I really need to fix up this redstone clock down at the bottom right here, which I am trying my best to do right now. Thank goodness for these rocket things. What I want to do is I want to replace this rather strange redstone clock that always breaks. I want to replace that with a hopper clock. It just seems like a much better solution to my problem. And here we go, water goes through, and that is always one of my favourite things to watch. This thing still works perfectly. However, these bottom floors right here, no, they are causing spawns. I was just thinking that it looked really light down here, but I guess that's just a lighting error. Fantastic, excellent, this thing's perfect. Right, let's rake in the resources. I swear my computer just doesn't want me to make any diamonds on the Hermitcraft server. Oh. So I was AFK all night. By the look of things, my PC decided to do another Windows 10 update. We've got like maybe 7 stacks of gunpowder. Oh, right. Well, I guess that's what we're going to work with today. Unfortunately, we don't have too many fireworks. I'm quickly going to pop over to the Brown District to see if we've made any sales. And then we've got a few more projects to do down at the bottom right here. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, we have got a bunch of diamonds there. And a bunch of diamonds there. Right, let's see how many we've managed to get overnight. And these are all from Joe Hills, which means I can't actually get them in my inventory right here. We have got 11 diamonds. That's pretty good going. Yeah, I can't complain with that one. So, the next project that I want to work on is I want to create Elytra launchers all of my base that are completely hidden within inside the hills. Because, of course, Elytra launchers, nowadays, they're pretty simple. All you need to do is fire the player up into the air, then they can enable the Elytra and then take off using the fireworks. But I don't want ugly slime block launchers all over my base, so I've created this thing right here. And I have to say, guys, I'm really proud of this one. I think it's absolutely amazing. So as you can see, we have got a completely regular hillside right here. Look, there we go. And all we have to do is stand on this block right here, and as you can see, well, back to the drawing board. I promise you that one was working before I started recording, but now I've made it a tiny bit more reliable by adding in a little bit of extra delay, and I've also managed to make the design smaller, which is always a good thing. But if we hit this button right here, you can see, there it is, and then we can fly off with the Elytra. That was a bit of a rough takeoff, I have to say, but that's basically how this design is going to work. So, I'm thinking one here, I'm thinking one on that side, perhaps one in there, if I can just about do it. And I'd say maybe one off in this corner, and potentially one off in the floor over there. I would say that's probably a good way to go, and maybe one over there as well. So, we've got a bunch of these things to build. So I'm going to start chucking down my Redstone Shulker box. We've got all of the resources we need. I think we need some redstone. Yeah, we've got the slime blocks, we've got the sticky pistons, everything. This is why these things are fantastic. I think, as far as I can tell, I have completed the entire thing. So if we hit this button right here, we should see... That looked good, but we need a redstone torch right there. Okay, so that means that this will retract the block, and then all of these blocks here will be replaced. There we go! We've managed to do it, first time. That's one of the first times I've ever done that with redstone. Right, let's place in all of the blocks, cover up everything, and this is what our hillside will be looking like now that we've done this. And as you can see, you really can't tell that there's anything there, can you? And then you hit this button, and that happens. I forget how annoying servers are when it comes to slime blocks. I'd forgotten how frustrating this was. Right, let's try this again. Oh, it's not going to work, is it? Oh, what can I do here? What on earth can I do? I mean, my lag situation isn't helping. There it is! There it was! And then we take off from there. So that's what, 1 in 4? Oh. Yeah, this thing really isn't working. It takes like a lot of coaxing to get it to work. Oh. That's actually really upset me, to be honest with you. And I've tried changing up the timings and everything. Maybe it needs more delay? We could try adding a tiny bit more delay. Right, okay, so if we go out here, we can run a repeater round and out into the side of that block. So then we'll have like maybe 8 ticks of delay between the block being retracted and our slime block launcher actually activating. Let's see if that helps our situation, because I think the issue is that I'm sort of falling while I land on the slime block. That definitely seems a lot better, but then my Elytra don't activate, which is another problem. Oh, my word. Why do I even bother? Why do I even bother? Seriously. I hate lag. I hate it. Oh. Right, I think I've got the knack for this one now. So I hold the firework rocket, I hit the button. There it is. That, my friends, is how you launch from the industrial district. And this is why these firework boosters are amazing. Because look, I have just gone up to the AFK platform almost instantly. Right, well, I think that's good. You know, I can't complain too much. It's not too bad. I'm going to pop down to the bottom. I'm going to try my best to do it like 20 times so I really get it down to a T. And then we can start building these elsewhere in the base. Our second little player launcher is now all going in place. I've just got to place in a repeater running across there. That powers that redstone. We need the redstone torch there, which will extend that piston. And then we need a sticky piston down in this section right here. And that should just about do us, I think. Honestly, I've built all of this one off the top of my head. So there is a pretty high chance that I've managed to forget something in all of this mayhem. But let's give this one a go. So if we hit this button here, yep. Yeah, I've managed to do it. Right, let's see if this one works and do that. Hermitcraft lag. There it is. That's the way to do it. Right, it looks like this is going to be one of those things that is going to be like a maybe 50% chance you're actually going to get a decent launch, which is good enough for me. Our third launcher has now been built, and this one over here has just been fixed with all of the new timings, because as you guys know, we did a slightly different timing circuit, added 8 ticks to the first one, forgot to do that with this one and this one, so now I've had to do all of those again. But this one should now be working. So let's give it another shot. There it is! That's the one! Okay, so these things are functional. I sort of panic whenever I do them. I like spam every button. I spam the space key and also the right click button, and I end up using a ton of fireworks. But they do work, and they do get us up into the air, which means that these things are a pretty good transportation system. So I've got 2 more left to build. I'm not going to bore you guys with progress updates for this one, so let's crack on with it. Guys, I've hit a bit of an interesting problem. You know, I've hidden all of the launchers. I'm sort of finding it quite hard to find them again. I know there's one there. I think I can see the button. Sometimes I just don't think things through properly, do I? All of the launchers are now all in place. We have got one down at the bottom here. We have got, obviously, all of the ones that you saw. We've got another one off by the slime farm. And apparently, we also have a few zombie mates coming along. But I really want to try this one out because I haven't actually tested this one yet. So let's just pop on over and bounce. I hate lag. Like, I hate it. So we're going to completely, avoid the fact that currently these things aren't working. It's just my Elytra not activating properly. That's the only issue that's being caused here. Because now what I thought we could do, just as a quick little thing, is add in some droppers that will automatically drop out fireworks if you want them. So say, for example, you walk up to one of these launchers and then go, oh, I've only got like 10 fireworks left. Might want a few more. You just flick a lever and that will give you a whole bunch of them. So our first automatic fireworks dropper is now in place. And yeah, I mean, it's incredibly simple. We flick the lever and the redstone clock starts firing. As you can see, it's a really little circuit down here. We've got the comparator in subtract mode. We've got all the redstone running round to create the redstone clock, and that runs up like this into the dropper right there. And if we leave this thing on, then it will spam out a bunch of fireworks. We can get like a full stack of them, and then once we have enough, we just flick that lever right there and it will turn off instantly. Which is a really simple solution to a really simple problem, which is something that I'm never particularly good at. I'm never particularly good at the simple solutions to problems. I usually go, yeah, well, it needs like thousands of redstone. It needs to be super compact and fancy and crazy and insane. Much like the shulker box. That thing right there. I'm well aware of the fact that I could have just used a chest. Just stored all of my shulker boxes in a chest. And I could have just used it a bit like that. But I thought I would be fancy and use a big redstone contraption, and it does not work as well. It does not work as well as a chest. But it looks cool, and that's the most important thing. So I'm going to chuck in all of the droppers around all of our player launchers around here, and that should just about cover it. No, 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 no. Oh no, I think that's even gone further. I thought that had gone down into the sorting set. I mean, that's not, it could have been worse. So I think redstone there. Yeah. And yeah, crisis sort of. No, all the redstone torches are gone. So we go. I think that just about covers everything. We have got a redstone clock right there, which should now be active. And we can hear we've got the ticking noise. We've got redstone clocks at every single other player launcher over here, which is amazing. That's actually really awesome. I'm glad that we did that, because then obviously if we're running low on fireworks, we can just quickly grab them from that dropper right there. But unfortunately right now there are no items inside the droppers because we don't have any gunpowder. So for the second, oh my word, I'm guessing some of the redstone is now broken. As I was saying, for the second time in today's episode, we're going to do an overnight AFK session, and this time we have actually got the booster. So let's go right the way up to the top. There we go, that makes life nice and easy. Oh, that was a bit of a risky one. But we are going to go up to the top of the mob farm right here. This thing is up and running. We should be able to get ourselves a whole ton of drops. I'm recording this clip at 1 PM in the afternoon, and I'm going to leave this running all the way through the night, everything, to tomorrow. And I'm going to frequently check that we are still on the server, because I really don't fancy doing another overnight AFK session when my computer switches off. So hopefully by the end of this one, we can get ourselves a whole ton of drops. I think finally we have actually managed to do it. We've managed to stay AFK overnight for the full time, and oh my word, there was a creeper up there, and he has just dropped down. Oh no! Whoa! I thought he was a goner. I thought he was just going to explode, destroying the drone and probably me. But let's take a look. Yes! One full double chest. That is what I like to see. Let's see if we've got the same thing on the other side. So that is almost 2 full double chests of gunpowder. Right, well, that is spectacular. That is absolutely spectacular. I have got a lot of crafting to do, oh boy. I've got a ton of crafting to do, but I'm going to try my best to take all of that down to the bottom, craft it into fireworks, then take it over to the shop. You know what I wish? I really wish that if you dispensed items into a crafting bench, or even put a hopper into a crafting bench, then sent in like a certain order of items, it would actually craft up the item for you. That would be really amazing, because crafting up these fireworks is such a pain in the backside. Alright, so I have got a full inventory of fireworks, and then I have these 2 shulker boxes over here, which are also filled to the brim with fireworks. So this should be plenty to take over to the store. And I have to say, there's been a lot of crafting. I mean, you can see it's now night time, a whole day has passed. But the one thing that I will say is that transporting myself between the industrial district and the drone, it's so easy. It is so easy nowadays with these Elytra launchers. I mean, let's see if I can do it live on camera, okay? But it's just made my life like 1,000,000 times better. However, there is one slight annoyance, which is the fact that I need 2 rockets to get onto the drone. I'm literally about 10 blocks short, which is a bit of a shame. But anyway, I'm going to make my way over to the shopping district. Shouldn't take any time at all. And then we can fill in all of the chests with all of these brand new Flight Duration 3 rockets. And by the look of things, we have fully sold out. But no. Oh no. Right, so we can't actually keep stock fast enough at this point in time. There's 16 diamonds there. There's 25 diamonds in total for all of the fireworks in this place. Now I have to say, I think 3 stacks for 1 diamond might have been a bit of a low price, because as I say, people seem to be absolutely lapping these things up. But we are fully restocked. If you guys, hermits, want to come back along and you want to pick up yourself some fireworks, then there we go. We have another 1.5 double chests right here in stock at the fireworks store. I am a little bit concerned, though, that we aren't going to be able to keep up with demand at this point in time, because, yeah, I've used up all of my gunpowder again, and by the look of things, they're going to sell out by the next couple days, so we're going to have to do a lot of AFKing. I think I'm actually going to go AFK between this episode and the next. This is probably a good idea, but unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.